Hello and welcome to Monaco. I am James Hartigan, here's Joe Stapleton.
Hello, my babies.
And this is the PokerStars European Poker Tour presented by Monte Carlo Casino. Yes, we are back with our first event here in 3 years.
With 3 years away from Monaco, I've saved up enough money to take us to lunch. Very excited to be here. The EPT is back and I am super pumped.
Likewise, and we are thrilled to bring you all the action from the biggest tournaments.
Roll it.
Everybody wait for the camera. Take one coming at you.
I'm super excited to be back. It's a chance to see friends, make new friends, and nothing like face-to-face action to get the blood pumping again.
I feel the eyes on me, or the eyes on me. So what you wanna see? What you wanna see? You're checking me out.
Volver a tener live poker es una maravilla, ¿no? Al final lo que nos gusta es tocar cartas, estar en vivo y poder viajar, ¿no? Y para mí es una gozada volver a estar aquí.
I certainly feel a lot of passion amongst the players to be back, and I think that sort of renewed vigor.
I think Monte-Carlo is my favorite, actually. Everything is very pretty and everything looks very classy, and I'm really excited to play.
This is a dream situation for me to have the EPT back here in Monaco. I just miss the competition.
You're checking me out. Stamets takes the win here in Barcelona.
Jason Mercier, he went with his instinct, he made the call.
There's the professional level and there's the Ivy League.
Sebastian Paoli coming to terms with what he has just achieved. Nicky Corridor stunning! 2 main event titles!
Sebastian Mallets has gone from poker fanboy to poker champion.
This is why people love the EPT.
And here we go. The wait is over. Welcome to EPT 2022. First up here in Monaco, the prestigious Super High Roller. 42 of the biggest names in the game paid the 100k buy-in. After 2 days of play, we're down to a final table of 6. Leading the way is 2015 Monte Carlo main event champ, Adrian Mateos, who isn't taking his previous success at this venue for granted.
So it's different, like in the main event there are way more recreationals than in the 100k. 100k is only for top players, so it's way harder to win a final table like this.
One player coming into the final table with considerably less experience is businessman Ken Stahler.
This is the first big buy-in event I do, actually. The thing that intrigues me is to play against the best. It's already a good start. I'm final 6 in a field of very good players. It shows that I have some capabilities. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the future in poker.
While Kent's immediate future involves facing some tough opponents, including high roller crushers Mariusz Giersa, Laszlo Butash and Mikita Bodziakowski, one of 2 Belarusian finalists. The other is Nikolai Vaskoboynikov, who's fully aware of the challenge ahead.
The field is really strong. Nikita is, one of the best in the world, I think. Adrian, also amazing player. So I will play like normal game with no stress, because everybody already in the money, so I will try to get the best result.
One of these players will be crowned champion. Let's find out which one. Once again is the Monte Carlo Bay Hotel and Resort playing host to the European Poker Tour, with all the major tournaments, including this Super High Roller final table, being played inside the Salle des Etoiles, the Room of the Stars, the most beautiful poker room in the world. And the stage is set for the first major final table of 2022.
And what a stage it is. It's like a deck of cards meets Tron.
Well, looks like our finalists are in their seats, ready to play. There's Adrian Mateos in seat 1.
Buenos dias, Adrian.
Ken Stahler is in seat 2.
Not enough stalling in poker.
In seat 3 is Laszlo Butash.
Omaha Laszlo, come back to me.
Nikolai Vaskoboynikov is in seat number 4.
Treating today like a bit of a free roll, you'll love to see it.
And in seat 5, Mikita Bodziakowski.
Mikita Bodziakowski eats super high rollers for breakfast.
And in seat 6, Marius Giersa.
Gears!
Let's take a look at the chip counts with play about to get underway. Mateos way out in front with nearly 150 big blinds. Giersa's got less than half of that, a stack of just over 2 million. Starlet, Butash and Vaska Boynikov all hovering around 1 million. And Budzikovsky is the shortest stack with 22 bigs. Although I think it's fair to say he is not yet in the danger zone. And here is the money they are playing for, all guaranteed more than $250,000. The runner-up gets close to $1 million. The winner gets a 7-figure score, 1.38 million. And here's a hashtag fun fact, Joe. None of the players in the final 6 had to rebuy. Oh. And looks like cards are in the air. Blinds are at 15,000, 30,000 with a 30K big blind ante.
Look at this position on me. What can I do? Crash. Bye.
Action folded to Mateos, king 4 of diamonds.
Adrian's got the chips. Everyone else wants to ladder up. He's going to be raising a lot.
Makes it 60K. Kent Starlet with queen 10 offsuit in the cutoff. He flats.
Of all these players, it makes sense Kent would be the least influenced by ICM or trying to ladder up by letting other people go broke.
Round to the blinds, who both fold. We're heads up to the flop. Starlet with the advantage of position. And with the best hand, has top pair to go with the jacks on board.
Adrian should be continuing with pretty much his entire range here, but he's kind of run into it.
Makes a continuation bet of 130,000.
Kent didn't fold queen 10 when it was bad. He's certainly not folding it now that it's good.
Calls, and we go to the turn, which is the 8 of diamonds. So Mateos now has a flush draw. And he slows down, checks the action to Starler.
Looks like he expects Kent to have a pretty big piece of this board. And Kent would do well here to not give the river too cheaply.
Well, that is less than half pot, 200,000.
A little cheap. Certainly not folding out the second nut flush draw.
Yeah, Mateos calls. We're going to the river. And it's a diamond, the flush for Mateos.
Of course. And if he still thinks Kent's got a big piece, he may try to let him bet it.
Yep.
And a bet with top pair would be pretty thin.
He checks it back.
I win.
Yes, you do.
First 2 words he learned in English.
Lucky player, huh?
Really lucky.
Oh,
lucky day today.
Yeah.
Let's
Yesterday,
go. Lucky day.
before.
Every day, lucky day.
Every day is a lucky day. Every day is a lucky day for
Awesome.
you, Adrian.
Thank you.
Mateos increases his chip lead.
What can I do?
Not much.
No.
Before this final table, Kent had just $4,800 in live earnings. Adrian Mateos has more than 25.5 million. And he has king-queen suited under the gun. He raises to 60K. Laszlo Butash with ace-jack in the cutoff.
Could call, could put in another raise. Lower variance would be to just call.
Butash re-raises to 180,000.
I mean, Mateos has king-queen now, but he's also supposed to have jack-3 and 8-5 sometimes here, too.
Action's been folded back around to Mateos. Butash doesn't have a lot behind. Mateos 4-bets enough to put him all in, and he's forced to fold.
You know, Butash is an anagram for bust ace-jack.
Oh, yeah. Good work, Joe. Mateos now up to 5.28 million. He's closing in on the 200 big blind mark. By the way, Butash is a pretty accomplished live and online player.
Live earnings closing in on $4 million.
And he has kings here. Raises to 65,000. Pocket threes for Vaskobojnikov. He folds. Bodziakowski's out. Giersa folds the button. Mateos in the small blind. Passes. Kent Stahler has 5-4 offsuit.
Kent, don't let me down.
He defends.
This is going to be a shame.
Butash better than a 4-1 favorite. Oh, strike that. Reverse it, and then some. Stahler flops a straight.
Oh no, King's basically drawing dead.
Just 3% equity now. Action has been checked to Butash.
Board is gonna hit the big blind a lot.
Wow, he checks it back. Queen of hearts on the turn. Butash is now officially drawing dead.
This is such a good card for Kent to bet.
He's going to. There's 175,000 in the middle. He makes it 100K.
Laszlo doesn't even have a heart.
That's a bit unkind. He calls and we're going to the river. The inconsequential 10 of clubs.
And Kent's gonna lead. Doesn't want the Kings to check back on the scary board.
150,000.
Might be sized just small enough to get a call.
Does get a call.
Kent, you beautiful amateur, get them.
Butash is now the short stack as Kent Stahler adds 330,000 chips to his stack. I think it's fair to say he's got his work cut out for him today, but he certainly held his own there. Well, are you looking to start your own poker adventure? You can begin that journey today. Find out how by heading over to PokerStars. Welcome back to the PokerStars EPT presented by Monte-Carlo Casino, where Spanish pro Adrian Mateos has more than half the chips in play at the Super High Roller final table.
Everything is going really good. Some of the players are calling me lucky and something like that.
Lucky player, huh? Every day lucky. Every day is a lucky day.
But this is a joke around us. I think I'm good and lucky, so that's why I win.
What can I do?
Norwegian amateur Kent Stahler has had an up and down start, but he's well versed when it comes to experiencing the highs and lows of elite competition.
I know I have the capabilities of playing quite a good game. I've been a professional athlete before in handball and I was playing that for 10 years. I get that thrill which I got on the sporting arena. I get the same thrill when I play poker and that's pretty much why I do it.
But can Kent, or any of the other finalists for that matter, stop the Mateos momentum?
You're telling me they made an entire sport out of the penalty from soccer?
I'm not familiar with handball. I hear it's very popular in the Nordics. Blinds are still 15,000 and 30,000. Action is on Mikici Bodziakowski. He folds.
60.
Marius Giersa opening with aces.
Giersa, ace.
Nines for Kent Stahler.
Call.
And he's going to call in position on the button.
I hope Kent describes to the no set, no bet philosophy.
The blinds are folded, so we are heads up to the flop. And the bad news for Kent is it's all low cards. He may think nines are good here.
Kent's about to get bent.
Giersa, slow playing aces, checks the action to Stahler. Who bets 90 into 195.
You can't blame him for thinking nines are good on this board.
Giersa's best result on the EPT was a 5th place finish in the 2016 Prague main event.
250.
And he is check raising to 250,000.
All options on the table for Kent. I know it's tempting with the overpair to the board, but I don't know how often Marius would be doing this with a worse hand than nines. Maybe 2 overs and a flush draw, but even then, you're not doing great.
All in.
He shoves.
That's a lot of chips.
Call.
Snap call.
Call.
And Stahler gets the bad news.
This is what the kids would call a punt.
Great spot for Giersa. Stahler at risk and way behind. But he picks up a ton of outs on the turn.
Sweaty.
10 outs. Always
All of a sudden, huh?
Always a sweat.
10s, 9s, and 5s all working for him. 23% chance of survival. It's an ace. It's the set for Girsa.
Good game.
And Kent Stahler's eliminated.
It's a short. Good luck, guys. Oops. Good luck. Nice hand.
Unlucky.
First player out from the Super High Roller final table.
Skill and experience win out again. I hate that.
Kent Stahler cashes for 285,240 euros.
And thanks to Marius Girsa, everyone else ladders up. What a gift.
Yeah, after winning that pot, Girsa now has 3.3 million, a 110 big blind stack. But there's still some distance between him and Adrian Mateos, who's got 178 bigs. At the bottom end of the leaderboard, we've got Laszlo Butash playing just 7 big blinds. He is very much in the danger zone.
Danger zone!
But everyone is now guaranteed more than 366k, with the blind still at 15k, 30k, and action on Mateos. Folds his button. Butash in the small blind has ace-5.
This is an obvious one.
Doesn't have many chips. They're now all over the line. Vaskeboinikov, jack 10 in the big.
You don't love it.
But he calls, putting Butash at risk.
Butash ahead, but not by as much as you'd like.
It's pretty close. Almost a coin flip. The flop is King, Queen, 7. Open-ended straight draw for Vaskeboinikov. Ace high, still the best hand for now.
Small spade card. How about that?
Oh, how about an ace for Broadway?
Good game.
Butash drawing dead on the turn. 5th place finisher.
Still has to be happy about the extra 100k plus he made from outlasting Kent.
Good point, well made. Cashes for 366,740 euros. And a nice win there for Mikolai Vaskeboinikov. He ladders up. He's now locked up at least 468k, but he is no stranger to big buy-in, high-pressure situations.
I'm involved in iGaming industry. I'm doing affiliate marketing and software. The industries are very close to each other, poker and my industry. I'm not a professional poker player, but I'm playing for a long time, like 17 years already in the game. I never won first place, but I was like a couple of times, like top 2, top 3 in 25Ks. In 50K I was like 4th, I think. In 100K I was 9th. But in terms of getting this cup and putting it home and show to my children and having these great memories, this I think why we're here. So I hope today something will change and finally I can get the trophy.
Don't forget about the 1.3 million up top. I don't want to say Monaco is expensive, but the filet-o-fish is market price.
Blinds are up 20,000, 40,000 now with a 40k big blind ante. Ace-king for Mikici Bodzikovsky on the button. He's the second shortest stack now at the final table. Starts the hand with 1.19 million and raises to 100k. Ace-10 for Marius Girsa in the small blind.
Ooh, this could get costly for Girsa.
$260.
He elects to 3-bet, re-raises to 260,000. Mateos has got kings in the big blind.
This will get costly for Girsa. And Bodzikovsky likely.
625.
Cold 4-bet to 625,000. Action now back on the original raiser.
Now, I was about to say Ace-King wouldn't be getting away, but with this kind of action, there is a small Small chance he can fold this.
Well, Bodzikovski's shot clock is running. He's got 30 seconds to make a decision, but each player has time bank cards. They can use those cards to extend their thinking time.
Well, this is certainly a time for thinking.
How many I used?
2.
Okay, so he's already used 2 cards. He's already bought an additional 60 seconds thinking time.
With a hand like this, you could certainly make it rain with those cards. Mikita is the shortest stack in the situation.
But not at the final table. Vaskobojnikov's got 625K.
Which is part of the reason I think a fold is possible.
He's played a 3rd time bank card.
There's just so much real money on the line.
You have 625? And the smile.
Mikita burning through the time banks like they're episodes of Succession. Next episode, next episode. Adrian very hungry for more chips to go in.
I want to know how many of those time bank cards are going to go in. Well, there's number 5.
Is it the one I'm currently using?
Yeah.
Lots of people complaining about tanking in poker, but if you're thinking that right now in this spot, don't. Just don't.
That is time bank card number 6.
Oh, and you'd hate to see him tank this long and then get it in oh so bad. Are we boring you?
Strictly speaking, Vaskobojnikov not involved in the hand. He can walk around, stretch his legs.
And Girsa mentally not involved in the hand anymore. Decided to fold 7 time banks ago.
Starting to wonder whether Bodzikovski's going to run out of cards soon.
Yes. It's the longest tank I've ever seen.
Maybe I'm gonna see the showdown soon, huh? Sorry? One more?
I can give you a few time banks if that's okay. Is it okay if I pay for him? Time banks?
No, they are non-transferable.
Oh, come on.
Okay, that's the last one.
Number 9.
Promise?
Marius kind of giving away he's done with the hand. But it's not really Girsa he's worried about.
Well, he said that 30-second time bank card will be the last one. If that's the case, he is running out of time. Oh, there's card number 10.
Seriously, last one this time.
Finally folds.
Think long, think right.
That 3-bet would have worked.
Girsa snap folded.
Good timing I picked there.
I think that's what German sarcasm sounds like.
Well, Adrian Mateos now has a ridiculous number of chips.
It was ridiculous. Now it's even more ridiculouser.
Did I spend 10?
I don't know, you spent a lot.
It's the longest pre-flop of tank I've ever seen.
Worth it.
What did you think of that hand? What did you make of Mikita's fold there? Hashtag EPT Monte-Carlo. We are in Monaco for the PokerStars EPT presented by Monte Carlo Casino. Here are the standings in the super high roller with 4 players remaining. Adrian Mateos has more than the other 3 players combined. And it's Mikolai Vaskobojnikov who is the short stack right now with 15 big blinds. Well, let's go back to the main stage where they are still talking about that hand we just witnessed. Big tank with ace-king, big fold with ace-king.
Too easy, huh? Too easy.
Never easy.
I
I think it was easy fold for me, like probably 8 time banks ago, and then it's got like closer to call.
Think long, think wrong. There's nothing in GTO poker that can't be explained by a rhyme.
Damn it, why did I spend so many?
Don't get hot, get in the pot.
Can I see?
625. See, here 625 minus this, minus 40. 585.
Yep, with these two stack sizes, this is a shove, small to big.
All in.
Mateos puts the pressure on. It is all in to call for Mikolaj Vaskobojnikov. Jack-9 of clubs.
Live cards.
And he calls. And again, the equities are relatively close.
A Jack or a 9 will usually be good here.
Well, that is a very Mateos-friendly flop.
Clubs?
Love your optimism, Joey. Vaskobojnikov, 23%. The turn card is a club, the 4 of clubs. Mateos with a pair, Vaskobojnikov with the flush draw, and now has 14 outs.
Clubs.
No club, but it's a 9, and that's enough. Vaskobojnikov doubles up through Mateos.
I was kind of sure the turn would be the 5 of hearts. Usually Adrian does it like this.
You were rooting for me in this one, I think.
I'm rooting for poker.
Vaskobojnikov now playing 30 big blinds. Meanwhile, on the main floor of the Salle des Etoiles, the main event is underway. We're going to pick up the action on day 2, which will be Bubble Day.
What a nice sight to see after so long.
Blinds up at the Super High Roller final table, 25.50 now. Seven-5 suited for Vaskobojnikov in the small blind.
Limp or raise seems fine. Limp a little safer.
He does limp. Wojciechowski can see a free flop with 4 deuce off. And he elects to do just that. King 7-5, 2 pair for Mikolaj.
Check.
Checks it. And Mikita checks it back. Ace of clubs on the turn. Neither player has a club. Wojciechowski's got a gut shot straight draw, but Vaskobojnikov still better than a 9-1 favorite with 2 pair. And betting now, 50,000.
Yeah, he cannot afford to check again. A call here would be pretty loose.
Wow, Wojciechowski calls. And is rewarded with a 3 on the river.
You've got to be kidding me.
Wojciechowski has a straight, has the wheel. Vaskobojnikov might think 2 pairs still good. Bets big, 275,000.
Wojciechowski does have a straight, but it's not the nuts.
But he's calling for sure. And he will win a decent-sized pot.
Right.
Breathe deep. Serenity now. Serenity now.
Running hot, I would say.
Wojciechowski now playing 66 big blinds. Vaskobojnikov left with around 10 bigs. Eight-7 suited for Wojciechowski.
I fold.
You heard the man.
Me too.
Round to Mateos. Jack-10 in the small blind, shoves on Vaskobojnikov.
Mamma mia, here we go again.
He calls all in. And again, it's pretty close to a coin flip.
But this time, Vaskobojnikov is the favorite.
He needs king high to hold to survive. The flop. Jack-9 deuce, Mateos, now a commanding favorite.
10 is a good sweat.
10 is a good sweat, yeah.
How about Vasca Binka King?
Ace on the turn, has him drawing thin.
Drink the free water while you can, pal. It's not looking good.
3 outs, or Mateos is going to KO another player. A king, only a king. It's a 5.
Good game. Good game, man. Fun playing with you.
Also fun beating you and fun stacking your chips.
Nikolai Vasca-Boinikov cashing out for 468,610 euros. And everything seems to be going Adrian's way at the moment, just as it did here in Monaco in 2015.
Feels amazing to be back to Monte Carlo. I won the main event like some years ago, and feel like Monte Carlo is like my second home, probably. It's like a place that I always have really good memories.
Adrian Mateos takes down the EPT 11 Grand Final.
These last years I play a lot of online poker to be prepared for the comeback, so I think I'm stronger than ever. My game improved a lot in the last year, so I feel really confident right now. To win this event will be amazing for me. To prove myself that I can compete day after day in this type of events is something important and matters to me, so I will try my best, and I hope I get the win.
Lines are up to 30-60, and we are going to play this next hand, Joe, from Mateos' perspective. We are going to sweat with Adrian. Bodzikovski's raised the button, and Mateos has Jack-8 offsuit in the big blind.
Okay, so we have all of the chips. We can do that pressure thing, but Jack-8 very playable.
Mateos elects just to call, and we go to the flop, which is Jack-10-7. That's top pair.
Yeah, this is pretty mint. Checking to the razor, still probably the way to go.
Playing in flow. Action now on Bodzikovski.
90.
He continues, pretty small, 90,000 into 390,000.
I'm actually a little suspicious. We're supposed to catch a lot of this board. And yet Bodzikovski's still betting.
Mateos calls. The turn card is the Queen of Spades. The board just got straight here.
Yeah, not a great card for us. Also an overcard to our pair.
250.
Okay, a bigger bet this time from Bodzikovski, 250,000.
Not loving this spot, but I guess we can still improve on the river or get a cheap give-up showdown. Yeah, right, against this guy. Get real.
Once again, Mateos calls. We are going to the river with more than $1 million in the pot. It's the 4 of diamonds.
Not sure we can value bet this.
Mateos checks a third time. Is Bodzikovski going to bet a third time?
Well, we have what's known in the business as a bluff catcher.
700.
And that is a chunky bet, 700,000.
What, 7?
7.
Ugh. Call me a nit, but I'm out of here. Let me know how it goes. I just don't see why Bodzikovski would try to bluff the chip leader.
Mateos plays a time bank card, gets an additional 30 seconds on his shot clock.
All right, maybe I should have thought about it a little longer. I will say, if this is a bluff, this is great sizing. Exactly the size that'll scare away a fish like me.
Mateos calls.
You good?
Ace-6, Bodzikovski was bluffing.
Am I terrible? Why would you do that to me? Make me play along with arguably the best player in the world and set me up like that? I thought we were friends.
A great call from Adrian Mateos, which will see him extend his chip lead at this final table. I guess we shouldn't really have expected anything less from the former main event champion.
We've seen a hero fold, a hero call. This table is full of heroes.
Adrian Mateos is crushing the 100k final table here at the PokerStars European Poker Tour presented by Monte-Carlo Casino. With 3 players remaining, he has a commanding chip lead and is close to claiming his first EPT Super High Roller title. He's got 7.5 million, Mariusz Giersa has 1.7 million, Nikita Bodziakowski just 430k.
What an insane spot.
Giersa 9-8 in the small blind. Calls.
And I'm out of the Adrian Mateos prediction business. Have at it.
$1.8 more or less.
1.1, 1.7. Yeah.
Is he considering shoving on Giersa?
Check.
Oh, he checks his option.
I did not see that coming. Mariusz probably didn't either.
Oh, this is spicy. Top pair against an open-ended straight draw.
Seems like a perfect board to get some more chips in.
$90.
With his draw, Mariusz Giersa bets half pot.
And Mateos, without raising pre-flop, is very under-repped here.
Makes the call.
And this is going to be a bit of a trap, a little keeping the pot from going out of control just in case you're behind.
3 of clubs on the turn. Mateos now better than a 4-1 favorite.
Giersa may be thinking of betting again. I'm not sure what he thinks he could fold out. Maybe just a king or a queen for a gut shot.
280.
Oh, it's a big second barrel, 280,000.
Yeah, Adrian not giving it up, though.
Well, he hasn't snapped cold.
Adrian doesn't really snap do anything.
Okay, we are going to the river. 920,000 in the pot. And it's the deuce of spades. Mateos improves to 2 pair. Giersa semi-bluffed the flop and turn. Any bet on the river would be a pure bluff.
And there's no bet big enough to get Adrian to fold 2 pair.
750.
Well, that is most of Mariusz Giersa's chips. $750k, leaving himself 585 behind. There's the call from Mateos. And the question is, how does Adrian Mateos lose now?
This almost feels unfair. Here's another rhyme. Stop trying to bluff Adrian Mateos Diaz, or he will end up spanking you on Diaz.
That's no bueno.
We have a fun spot now. I'm sure Adrian having a really fun spot now.
1 or 2 more pots, he'll be able to swim in his chips like Scrooge McDuck.
Adrian, are you still a tight player?
Of course. It's working tonight, so I have to continue.
Stop bullying Adrian. He's already in enough pain with that horseshoe where it is.
Well, the blinds are going up to 40,000 to 80,000, which is horrible news for both Bodziakowski and Giersa. Nikita first to act here on the button, ace deuce of diamonds.
Ooh, Nikita, walking down the street. Suited ace, that stack size. Here we go.
It's a virtual all-in.
425.
Leaving himself just 5k behind.
1 million.
Mateos says stick the rest in, and Mateos has him dominated.
Oh my goodness.
Just one time.
He really wants ace-10 to hold.
Sorry, but I got it right here. I'm Team Adrian.
No worries.
Just one time.
Cover out the 10 of diamonds?
Okay.
That's Nikita's Lady Diana.
Bodziakowski way behind here. And if he busts, Mariusz Giersa will be guaranteed nearly €1 million. The flop. King, King 10, Bontakovsky down to less than 1%.
Unlike asking your spouse what they want for dinner, this flop was decisive.
Seven on the turn.
Ace. Okay. Not yet. Ace is coming.
Oh, right, they can chop.
5% chance of a split, but no.
Sorry, I thought it was.
Okay, yeah.
We're down to 2 at the Super High Roller final table. As Mikita Bontakovsky busts in 3rd place. He cashes for 611,230 euros. Giersa gets the ladder and gets to play heads up.
He's got some Freunds in high places. That's Ola Shemian.
Yeah, it's... You see?
You owe me a drink at least.
Good luck. Well done.
One of them is gonna need it.
Yeah, this might not take long. 120 big blinds plays 10 big blinds. What's really weird, Joe, is there's been no talk of a deal here.
Well, the cool thing about going into heads up with 10 big blinds is that no one's surprised when you lose.
A reminder, it's 957K for the runner-up, more than 1.38 million for the winner.
Yeah, so there's no real loser, is there?
Mateos first to act on the button in the small blind with 5 deuce of spades.
Also at 10 big blinds, it's really hard to make a mistake.
Mateos just calls. Giersa 9-4 offsuit.
See, how you gonna mess this hand up?
Checks his option. The flop. Ace, Jack 7, all clubs. 9 high and a flush draw. What's not to like?
It's actually not bad.
Mateos bets 80,000. Giersa 82% equity here.
Definitely a big enough club to call once.
Does call. Taking us to the turn. King of diamonds. Giersa still big favorite. Checks a second time.
To me, that type of checking is a pretty emphatic declaration that another bet will win this.
120 into 400. Gets the fold from Giersa. I thought you said he couldn't make a mistake.
I didn't say he couldn't lose. He played it great.
Well, he can't play through the streets anymore. He is genuinely playing shove, fold, hold'em now.
Shavold'em.
You need to copyright that. Jack 4 offsuit.
All in.
Here we go. Mateos has King 3.
King high is a call.
And this could be it.
Rey 3, off. Contra J4.
Probably my last chance to say this. Gears!
Yeah, if King high holds, it is over. So far, so good for Mateos.
Einfach nur perfekt.
Jack 4, nobody ever wins with that.
Giersa looking for a jack or a 4. One last chance to hit. 6 outs. Needs to see one of them on the river. Or we have our champion. Mateos has done it.
Well played. Well deserved, bro.
He was the main event winner in 2015. 7 years later, he's taken down the super high roller. Giersa the runner-up for 957K. Adrian Mateos wins more than 1.38 million euros. He made it look too easy. He came into the final table with the big chip lead, never surrendered that advantage, and obliterated the rest of the field. Well, before he gets paid his 7-figure score, before he gets his trophy, he gets to step out onto the balcony to talk to Joe.
Well, first of all, buenos dias, Adrian.
Buenos dias.
Good to see you again. You won over €1 million here back in 2015. It's been a hot minute since the EPT's been here, so I guess my first question is, how does it feel to be back in Monte-Carlo?
Feels amazing. I guess it's a lucky place for me. I always have really good results here, so really happy to come back every year.
Now, there's a lot of people out there that say that you're maybe the best player in the world. This certainly helps that argument. How do you feel?
Of course, feels amazing that people say that, and I consider myself one of the best, because if not, I won't play this 100K. So, yes, I will keep working really hard to try to keep winning again.
One last question. Have you decided which of those boats you're going to buy yet?
I guess not yet. Monaco is too expensive. Even for, I need to win many tournaments of this one.
Well, luckily, there's still the main event. Adrian, congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next time, it's the main event.
The camera crew here. You don't do anything silly now, with the whole world watching.
Hi, Mom.
I'm very confident.
I'm gonna show you who's the world champ.
Yes, come on, baby.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe for more awesome poker content. And check out this video. The YouTube algorithm seems confident you'll like it.